for being here. We're gonna do a tarot and oracle reading. I'm just gonna drum for 30 seconds to a minute to clear the space, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Welcome. Also, feel free to take some nice deep breaths while I drum. Plug my microphone in to help. Okay. Ready? So feel free to grab yourself some tea or coffee or whatever you enjoy, and I'll shift this down to the cards so that you can see those. All right, how's everybody doing? Leave me a comment. Let me know. Let me know if you have any requests. We'll start with the relative tarot here. Yesterday was 111, I think. Maybe today's 111. I don't know. Today's Monday. All right, let's see what the current energies are. The Lover's card came out. So this card shows intervention. Well, initially I was reading it as intervention by a third party to bring these two people together, but this could also be one of the people in the party that's trying to get somebody to pay attention to them. Let's see what else. Can you clarify the Lovers? 8 of Pentacles. So somebody is taking a break after lots of hard work. 5 of Cups. Somebody is sad. 9 of Wands, somebody still has some resistance up, but it's like the last barrier. And then Knight of Cups in reverse and World in reverse. Oh, just give me a sec. So I am getting that you or the person you're dealing with is definitely on a journey here. I mean, we all are, but in relation to this Cupid Lover's card here, there's definitely been some hard work done, maybe on yourself or in reflection. If this is someone from your past, maybe something that happened between you two in the past has caused for reflection. But between these two cards right here, and then the World being in reversed, I am getting that it's not time yet for this connection. There's still somebody in their feelings, not ready to move forward. Can you clarify this reading so far? What is this reading about? I'm going to use the Good Tarot right now. Clarify the Lovers, please. The Fool. Okay. Yeah, so the Fool represents embarking on a new journey. As you can see, this person is happy, hopeful, playing a song on the harp. Is this in regards to a new connection or someone from the past? I don't think I've ever done a love reading, have I? At least not in these last few months since I started posting more. I was honestly not expecting that to come out. A lot of love cards have been coming out lately for my own readings, which is unexpected. Is this a past connection or a new relationship? Okay. Let's see here. I feel like more than one card dropped, but I only see one. Yeah, I am getting that this is someone you already know, because the first card that I flipped when I was asking this question is the Two of Earth, which my intuitive interpretation in relation to this question is there is like some heaviness and some weightiness, like maybe a balancing of pros and cons, or, you know, there's a earthy, weighty energy, which to me represents someone from the past. And then the King of Fire, just in terms of age, to me also represents somebody old. However, you do have the Ace of Water, which would be a new beginning. So it could either be that it's both, that you have the opportunity to be dealing with both situations. I know opportunity is a very positive word. It might not feel that way. Or it could be a new beginning, possibly with someone from your past. Okay, there's so many cards I want to pull. I don't have a ton of time, so we'll see. I'm tempted to take those, but I'm going to shuffle. Any angel messages? What is the advice for this reading? I'm sensing that it's not time yet for it to move forward, that there's some strong emotions and or resistance still going on, but that there is the Ace of Cups with the Lovers, with the Fool, which all indicate a new beginning related to love. So what advice do you have for these viewers? It's almost over. Okay. Interesting. I was just called to look at what was peeking out on that deck too before I moved it out of the way, and it was the Magician, but it was in reverse and I flipped it. So your current challenges will soon be resolved and you will be able to look to the future with a smile. That's interesting. Okay. Let's get some more advice. What deck do I want to use? Well, let's go with some more tarot first, and then we'll do some more oracle. This is the Rider-Waite. Please clarify this reading, the Lovers and the Fool. Knight of Swords and Ace of Wands in reverse. Ambitious, action-oriented, driven to succeed, fast thinking, and defending beliefs. So the Nine of Wands also could be about still being in defense. Knight of Swords is a fast-moving energy, which is interesting because with the Ace of Wands in reverse, that might signify a delay. Yeah, delays, lack of motivation, lack of energy, weighed down, boredom. So it kind of reminds me of this five of cups, like just not emotionally ready. So there is some conflicting energies here with the Knight of Swords movement. Oh, here's the 5 of Cups again. Wow. You got the 5 of Cups twice. No, sorry, that's the 4 of Cups. Never mind. But either way, the 4 and 5 of Cups is about like after heartbreak or grief, just feeling the loss and the sadness. But it could also be meditation, contemplation, reevaluation. Any advice for... These came out before I asked the question, but we'll take them anyways. 10 of Wands. So like the It's Almost Over card, this signifies the end of a heavy burden. Knight of Cups. Now here is more love energy, and the Hierophant. It says the energy of the unexpected. I never noticed that on that card before. Huh. So whatever is coming in might be unexpected, which is interesting because it does represent like structure, tradition, but also forgiveness. So there might be some unexpected forgiveness happening here. So let me ask about advice one more time. Advice for... Yeah, I got the Knight of Cups twice too. Advice for the readers in this situation. I might use a different deck. Yeah, I think this one's done. I think we want to go with this one. This is the Earth Magic deck, I think. I always get the name of this one mixed up. I think it's Earth Magic. Any advice for the readers? What would be inspired action? Contemplation advice. Okay, that one's clearly peeking out there. I might read you this one. Ancestors. So what I'm getting so far is definitely take a broader view. You know, this is not just your story. There's a much bigger world out there, and there are other people who have lived a similar story. All right, let's see. Ancestors are those from whom we are descended, with a lineage that starts with our parents and grandparents and stretches back hundreds and even thousands of years. We carry our ancestors' bloodline and are connected to them both genetically and spiritually in underlying continuity of which we may only barely be aware. Although environment and circumstance contribute to shaping us, particularly when we're young, an innate thread of kinship exists that has run the course of history for thousands of years and is contained in our bodies and in our being. Since we're biologically and soulfully connected to these spirit beings, we can readily call upon them for guidance and assistance in matters concerning our family, community, and ourselves. In this card's image, the hands symbolize the constant connection with the past. The Australian Aborigines consider their ancestors the core of their spirituality and culture, and the rainbow serpent, the spirit being that created all of life on Earth, intertwines herself through the hand's fingers, representing how the Aborigines honor all of creation. No matter our lineage, we have much to learn from our ancestors. You have within you the blood of your ancestors. You are deeply connected to your lineage, the most immediate proof of that being the physical resemblance you have to your mother, father, and perhaps even grandparents. Yet beyond that, although unknown to your usual senses, you are connected to an ancestry that reaches back through the millennia. This is the time to call upon those ancestors, those who are of your bloodline, as well as those ancient ones who have walked the land you now walk. In many indigenous cultures, it is believed that the essence of your ancestors inhabits many of the physical aspects of the land. In other words, they are in the trees, the water, the air, the animals, the stones, their blood being in the very dirt and sand you tread upon. Oh wow, I never thought about that with the blood. Next time you are outside, allow your senses to open to those ancestors who abide in the physical world, and any time at all, allow your heart to open to those spirits to whom you are related through your heredity and those to whom you are connected by virtue of the land upon which you live. That's beautiful. So I know it may seem disconnected from this actual reading, but given the energies of like it not quite being time yet, I do think there is still some additional contemplation that's needed. And, don't feel like you have to just sit there in your own head, like contemplating, walk outside and, ask for help, ask for messages and see what happens. Let's get one last message here. This is the, Sacred Cycles deck. Oh, orgasm. And look, she's connected to the land. Oh, maybe this whole reading is not about a person, and it's about you and your relationship to the land. My pleasure opens portals. Energy builds, drawing in creative life force to a center point. It grows like an internal sun and suddenly bursts, sending its warmth outward with an explosive charge. Whether you are with a partner or solo, orgasm is the sacred body's release and expression of energy that has been cultivated and called forward with patience, grace, and understanding. You are being called to open to your ecstasy and full-bodied joy. Through the orgasmic field, whether it's generated by a physical or energetic practice, a direct connection to source is available to you. You can choose to engage with the infinite potential of this energetic terrain by using the climactic energy to amplify your manifestations, strengthen your connection with the partner, or empower yourself. Do so by simply focusing upon an intention while in this heightened state, allowing its imprint to merge with your supercharged energy body. As you bask in your bliss and integrate, allow the pleasure and your heart's desires to sync with every cell in your being. As a daily practice, follow what feels best and fills you with joy as you move toward any peak experience or toward the final stages of any project you have been nurturing. So this could be literal, but it doesn't have to be literal. Allow pleasure to infuse and expand into your daily experience. And the journal prompt is, where in my life could I benefit from cultivating more pleasure? So no need to wait. Okay, coming. No need to wait. Get to work now. I mean, these are two very clear action items. And they're both fun and meaningful. And look, the colors even align. So I hope that's helpful. Remember, things are always shifting. It's almost over. And I think that the overall energy of this reading is really sweet. We've got Cupid's arrow with a little girl playing a harp, and it's playful and loving and exciting and hopeful. So I think that's pretty cool. But until next time, I love you. See you later.